better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
All right, Coach, it is a lovely night here in the Midwest, so the roof is open, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
It's our deal. It's our deal.
Let's go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now a give, right side. Lawrence. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
59 mine. Check.
From the gun, Bird. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Call.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch the call.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
11 feet. 552, 552. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check out. 5, 6, 5. Gone right. Check. Kill.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Lawrence. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down. Bird. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Alert 3. Sponge. No.
Option right. It's Luck. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Well, nobody leaked. Big play. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check out. Right, 40. 56. It's going to be. Right.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Looking to run with Mack. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go again. Joker.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey.
Mike 5'9".
Hey, Charlie. 5.
Back to throw. Bird. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now it's Luck. Dancing to his left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Bird. That's complete to John Ross. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
53, Mike.
Off the play fake. Bird. He's got his man, Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Go! 50, plant.
Second time, defense, let's go.
Hey, box truck. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
On 1st down, Bird. He's got Green. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Cut.
Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, Bird. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Bengals
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw. Bird. Open man is Ross, complete. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
John Wright.
Give me that ball, defense.
11.
Give me that. Hey, Haywood.
Switch. Kill. Monday. 12.
Here's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And he's going to go down again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Brings up 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready, get it.
On 3rd down, Bird. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. I remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check out. 1, 2, 3. We ain't giving him nothing with that. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 26, check 26. Check 4, check 4.
On 1st down, it's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Sherman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. 80 weapon. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Fire.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bird. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Ready? Mike, 58, right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Lawrence. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Go.
Off play action. Bird. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, Alpha!
To throw on third down. Bird. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Check out. Right, 675. 56. Come on, come on. Shit. Kill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And Luck is going to run out of time and out of luck as well. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. It's
a loss of 4 on the first down play. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on 2nd down. Bird. This one hauled in by Sample. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw. Bird. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. Check out! 280!
52's the mic. Let's go, let's go! Check 31, check 31!
Tight dog, tight dog. Hey, check.
On first down, it's long. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Bengals 23.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. This is Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch the
From the gun, here's Lott. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll get zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Byrne. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Off the play fake. Byrne. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run with Hines, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He finds some open field here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 84 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Luck gives this one off to Mack. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Check three.
They'll go again here with Mack. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Reggie. 11B. You go
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Protein spill. They go.
Operating from the gun. Byrne. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home.